Vault, my fellow gamers. So, today was a nice warm day here in Virginia, and I decided to break out the old airbrush. And what I did is I put duck egg green on my zombie type guy. So here's my Gorblight model. This is from Etsy, and it is an awesome Frankenstein type model. I think that he answers the call to what a Gorblight model is and the rules that go for that Gorblight model. Plus, I've always wanted a Frankenstein model with the Undead Army. This guy fits the bill really well. So, got him hooked up. And I also hooked up the skin tone of a horde of zombies. So I took them from gray to kind of greenish, like a pale yellowish green color. And that color is actually from Vallejo Air, duck egg green, kind of a gnarly, like, I don't know. It looks to me like it could be definitely putrid flesh. So that's what I was rocking right there. Then I switched it on over to this color, skin tone. It's not as ruddy as what it looks here. It's a little bit paler than this. So that kind of worked because what I was doing is I was doing ghouls. And you can see the difference there between the two. A bit more life in that homie, which is exactly what it is, a bit more life. And I did rock the giant there, but he's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might just go over that with some of my peach from Apple Barrel, but I tried. You know, the giant is still near and dear to my heart. I love that big giant model, and I want to paint it. And the first step is the skin tone. I got to get that down. Then I can do all his leathers and hides and bits and bobs. So, but anyway, on these models, they are magnetized. So I slapped them on these sheets. This is what I have. I have Create with metal sheets, and these are very, very thin. It said aluminum sheet stock, but actually, oh wait a minute, maybe this one is aluminum. Hold on. The other ones are tin coated steel sheets, so I have two different types here. Okay, well, they were all in the same bin when I bought them, and they look the same. So, okay, it's just thin steel sheets. I was going to use those for a traveling container for my models. This was ages ago, and these things have been with me for probably 10 years. So, anyway, they're good here for getting around the model with the airbrush. I just slap on a glove, neoprene glove, and then I hold on to that this metal sheet with one hand and rotate it around as I'm airbrushing. So it's a great way to get a big leg up on these models. So 40 ghouls and 40 zombies with my Gorblight model, and then the addition of the giant, which is, he's not part of the Undead Army, but he's just a really awesome model. So this is going to give me a good head start. I'm going to be able to just do some clothing, do some details, and boom, they're done. It's going to be amazing. Most of it can be done with washes. A lot of people now, what is it, the Citadel, crap. Anyway, some stage paints. It's a new thing that they have, and it's just a series of washes. Contrast paints, that's what that crap is called. Contrast paints. It is only a series of colored washes, guys. Don't get fooled into spending like $8 to $9 a bottle. Just make washes of paint that you already have, and boom, guess what? You've got contrast paints. No joke. I mean, that's all that crap is. So, yeah, you can contrast paint this stuff up by making washes. Gamers have been doing it for decades. So, yeah, just do that. And so I did do one werewolf for my Halloween model, but I couldn't let it stand at that. So I've got 2 more. I'm right now busting out 3 more of these guys. So I have a horde of them, but I really like how they turned out. really what I did, it's easy. It's so easy. They look easy, don't they? You're probably saying no because I got some details popping there, but they are easy. And a key point in life is ask a lazy person how to do something. They will tell you the best and easiest way of doing something. No joke. So over here, my mans, that's it. Okay, Rust-Oleum. This color is the camo sand, so it's a bit light. Kind of looks like this when it's primed, but that's what these guys, their chest, that's all it is. Camo sand. The whole model's camo sand, but I just left the chest pieces uncovered, and then I just put Eggerget's Earthshade right over it. No highlighting, no nothing. Over that, a bit more paint. I did some brown on it. I can show you guys the paint for that later. Of course, black over that. Over the brown to get this really cool highlight. That's just the sand color from the Tamiya pigments, the weathering pigments, the little compact cases, and you put it on with a makeup brush. Super awesome. I love that sand color. It goes on really good on top of dark colors because it's semi-transparent. And when you put the awesome coat, a dull coat from Testors over it, it mutes it really well. So no matter how heavy a thing of sand you put on it, it will mute out pretty well. On top of the black, you can see it's not gray. Because it's not gray, it is a dirt color from the Tamiya little compacts. I think it's compact B, that you put over a straight black, and it has this really nice look to it, and it doesn't make the black look gray, it makes it look black still. Of course, I mean, man, the faces of the werewolves here are pretty awesome. The one thing that really sucks about these werewolf models is the arm joints. They're really big. It's a ball joint, swivels, and you have to put green stuff upon green stuff upon green stuff to try to make it copacetic with the rest of the body. That guy doesn't really look copacetic, but if you look, there's no hard edges on the inside, which it would cup. It would be this cup, and it have a recess in it. You want to handle that. Aside from that, they turned out pretty good. I just did a black trim on their base with some green paint on top, put the flock on it with the autumn leaves, some tufts, and they look nice. Of course, you gotta varnish coat that nose and the inside of their mouths so that they look good and doggy-like, werewolfy-like. These are my first 3 that I had with the Mega Army set. I put the resin pumpkins on there, and that's them. So I have, 9 more of these guys to paint. I've got 3 on my desk currently. I'm gonna do the brown today and hopefully get them done, mounted up, because it would be just so nice to have one horde of these guys and my Lycanus rocking it on the battlefield. Very, very happy with how they turned out. I could have probably done black inside the facial structure of the jack-o'-lanterns to define it. Who knows? I might do that later on. So here I do have the brand new BRB for Kings of War. You know, I danced around the 3rd edition book, but with this coming out, I figured I'd get it. Now, I got it under the presumption, I assumed that this would be hardbound, that this would have all the goodies and bits and bobs in it. For $50, you expect more than, what is that, an inch and a quarter? Inch and a half, maybe? You know, this is just a boiled down version of the rules. You do have small bits in it, so instead of Clash of Kings, they give you this book with fighting in smaller armies, fighting in larger armies. Half of the book is taken up by army lists, the rosters. What is it here? Yeah, yeah, we're already into it. Holy crap. And I think it starts with the Basileans. Is it? No, no. Okay, it must be Abyssals or Abyssal Dwarves or some crap like that. Okay, I think it's after this color page. Yes, army lists. So there's your army list portion, and then there is your rules. So yeah, very condensed mess right there. It's okay. I think the undead took a bit of a hammering in this edition. Not so sure. They're actually in the very back. See, there's Jarvis. I actually like him a great deal. The formation Shambling Blight is pretty good, I guess. This Zunok Iceblood, he's only cool if you like fireballs. Lady Iona, I think she took a nerf hit to the face or something. I don't know, but her spells are kind of poo, and I don't care for her. And Morgoth the Faceless, man. Yeah, I think he took a nerf hammer to the face too. I mean, his nerve is kind of poo. Yeah, his speed's pretty nice and whatnot. He's got some decent things, but I wouldn't take him, really. Not for 230 points. I would take Jarvis, because with Jarvis, you know, he changes your alignment to good. All right. So what does this do? Well, first of all, it means I can have undead that have Elohai. Yeah, that's what's up. And I like my angels too. So I'm definitely going to rock pure undead with my werewolves. But rocking angels with the undead is awesome. So that's something that I might do. But it looks like the werewolves got expensive or something. I wish I had a white zombie trolls. The werewolves, see, look at that price, $255 for a horde. That's fairly expensive. Now, I mean, they're fast, but yeah, I don't know what third edition is. I can't really say too much. I have seen the King's Retreat. They had an undead player there, and he only took one unit of the Revenant infantry. So that tells me that they've gotten a hit, because more often than not, most undead players would take two Revenant hordes. Or not hordes, but yeah, hordes for the... No, it's just regiment. They don't have hordes. So the Revenant horde infantry regiments, two of those regiments. But I guess from this new rulebook that they got a hit. I would have to check it with third edition proper. So anyway, if you guys know more, of course you would know more about that, you can hit me up in the comments and say, "You fool! Undead are even better!" Or they truly got nerfed with the nerf nuke. I don't know. It just seemed like everyone was rocking the undead. But that's cool, because I'm thinking about dwarves as well, and totally Basileans. I already have a good chunky Knights Teutonic force for Deus Vult. And so I can definitely make those nicer models count for Basileans in Kings of War. So all I need is a bunch of angels and a bunch of panthers, I guess. I'm kind of hesitant to do anything else with Kings of War aside from what I'm doing, which is going to keep me busy for a while, because I'm waiting on better models. At least not Restic models. Give me some Gur Panthers that aren't in Restic. And I do have, from the crazy box, I've got some Sisterhood on the Gur Panthers. So I do own those models. I'm just not putting them together because they are poo. Anyway, I'm still rocking and rolling with the undead, doing it very quickly if I can, and this is the big units. So hopefully I can get more painted, not just the cool character models, not just the cool monsters, but actually get the rank and file guys put together, because that's the linchpin of the undead army. Anyway, this video has gone far too long with me ranting about this and other goodies, but you guys have a wonderful day. Carry a liaison. Bye-bye.